this person is a graduate, they're looking to relocate abroad, they're not specific with the country. That's good because with Vantage Migration, you can go to any high income country, right? Woo! Welcome to my live session today, and this is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Today, I'll be answering some of the top questions that we got this week. Okay, some of the top questions that we got this week, I'll be answering them in this session. So, what we do is that myself and my team, we train graduates who want to relocate abroad on exactly how to go about the process, okay? How to get admission, scholarship, study loan, and any other thing you need in order to successfully relocate abroad. And listen to the questions because this may also be a question that you may benefit from or you may have, but you have not had the opportunity to ask us, right? And then we answer it for you, boom. You don't even need to ask us again because you know the answer, right? Okay. The first question I have here is somebody saying, I'm a registered nurse in Nigeria. What are the requirements to migrate to Canada? Okay, so this person is a registered nurse. Now, being a registered nurse doesn't actually tell me their highest level of education. You can have a diploma and be a registered nurse. You can have a master's and be a registered nurse. You can have a BSc and be a registered nurse. You can have HND and be a registered nurse. Nurses, is it not true? It's true. So what I really need in order to advise this person properly is what? Their highest level of education. Thank you, Henry. Is their highest level of education. Starting with, if you are an undergraduate, meaning you have a diploma or so, Vantage Migration, we do not work with undergraduates. If you have a BSc nursing or you have masters in nursing, yes, we can work with you at Vantage Migration. So you will actually have to go through the normal process that other people will go through. But when you get admission, you get visa, you relocate. That's how you do it. Then when you get there, you can take any nursing board exam that is required and practice as a nurse. But we handle education migration only, meaning we work with people if they're interested in going as a student. You see? So thank you so much. Now, the next question that I have here is somebody saying, I have national diploma in mass communication, upper credits. That's, they have ND. And BA philosophy, second class lower from OAU. How can I relocate to Canada? To cut this long question short, this person is a graduate and they want to relocate to Canada. Full stop. And they want probably, of course, I'm going to suggest they go through the study abroad route, and they can start by attending our free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. There, they are going to see the step-by-step process, what is required, what they need to do next. And if you finish this webinar and you need to talk to us, feel free, chat me inbox on social media. But you have to go to the webinar first. All right, you can also check the description of this video for the webinar link. I've included it there. So attend the webinar. That's where you're going to be able to get all the information that you need. Huh? Okay. So the next question that I have here, I have a couple of questions. Okay, patience. The next question that I have is, this person said, I have 3.87 in mass communication. 3.87, that should be the CGPA. In my first degree here in Nigeria. In my master's, I would like to go for international relations or diplomatic studies in UK, US, or Canada with full scholarship. Please help. Okay. Now, the summary is that this person is a graduate. They're looking to relocate abroad. They're not specific with the country. That's good because with Vantage Migration, you can go to any high-income country, right? So what I'm going to advise this person to do still is to attend our free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca, because at this point, they're asking how can they go through their study abroad journey. If it is, how can you go through your study abroad journey the best thing to do is to start with our free webinar, right? That's the best thing to do. I look forward to answering more specific questions. So this person says, please, how do someone with a family of 5 get a job in Canada from Nigeria? So yeah, this person is asking about work, like being able to get work. So let me start with this before I have some tips. But let me say this. Vantage Migration, we do not handle people going through work. We handle people going through education migration only. So meaning we don't really work with you if this is what you're looking for. However, as someone who has lived in Canada, have applied for jobs in Canada, have gotten some jobs, one of the most favorite places to find jobs in Canada is indeed.ca. I'm going to spell it out for you. www.indeed.ca. Indeed. Like, the English word indeed. Yes. www.indeed.ca. This is like one of the most popular sites for posting jobs, and the site allows you to also apply for those jobs. But I'm going to tell you the truth. You are likely going to apply for as many jobs as possible and you will not get called. Even when you get called, when they ask you to come for interview and they see that you are in another continent, they won't even take you serious. That's the truth you have to live with, whether you want it or not. That's the truth you have to live with. All right? So just keep that in mind. What I would advise you is go through the study abroad pathway. Why? Because if you come through as a student, your student visa comes with work authorization. Meaning, as a student, you can work part-time. When you say you can work part-time, some people say, oh, why can't I work full-time as a student? It's practically impossible. That you go to school, and every day of the week too, you also go to work. Are you Harry Potter? You can't do that. So you're likely going to go to school some days and go to work some days. So the work permit that come with student visa is like a work permit that allows you to work part-time. But you continue to work part-time. Thank you, Henry, for typing this out. You continue to work part-time, right? Yeah. And what happens is that the moment you graduate, all right, you start working full-time. So you don't have anything to lose. Plus, now you have Canadian work study experience and everything, which employers generally love to see. You see? So, instead of looking for how you will stay in your country and get a job, you're wasting your time. Relocate. Then look for a job when you're in that country. Well, some people would like to try it out. So, someone asked, and I said, jokingly, I said, if you want to spend the next 2 to 5 years of your life in your home country looking for a job in another country, go through the work pathway. Meaning, you're never ready to travel. That is what it means. The person has it. You're never ready. You're never ready, because if you don't ready, you will go through the study abroad pathway instead of wishing for something that almost the chances that it will happen is 1 out of 10. That's very poor, right? Even 50-50, it's not 50-50. Going through work permit to Canada is not 50-50. It's like 10% of being successful, if not less. Why do you want to go through that? Study abroad, 100%. Okay, not 100. Hey, God, need to calm down. Okay, study abroad, 95%. Why would you leave 95% to go and be playing with 10%? Is it village people's things? Wow. Okay, so somebody said, how do someone with a family of 5? Okay, no, I think that's the question I read before. The next question says, I'm a graduate, a security expert, and also a trained firefighter. Yeah, this is very good. Since you're a graduate, that's what matters to me. You can even get, masters in social work or things related to the field where you're practicing. So definitely you can get admission and relocate. All right, thank you. Shout out to Lawson, who said he's new to my channel. Lawson, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us today. Now I have another question from someone who said, concerning study loan, how do you get to pay the loan back? Oh, interesting questions. I know that there are people that want to hear these answers too. So for study loan, definitely you arrange with the body that is giving you loan on how to pay. Generally, they spread it out for you over 10 to 15 years so that you pay tiny for a long time. All right, tiny for a long time. Alternatively, as well, you can pay it off the moment you get money. But one thing you have to know is that the money you are taking to go study as loan is not like it's within the range of what you can easily make in the country where you are going to within the next 2 to 3 years. So it's not a bad idea, especially if that is your only option. If that is your only option, it's not a bad idea. At least instead of quitting your dream, never getting it achieved, you study loan. All right? You study loan. I know that a lot of Africans, including myself, we're not comfortable with loan. We're not used to it. But abroad is a credit system. In fact, that's how it works. You know? So you study loan, it's okay. It's okay. You pay it off. It's better than you stay, your dream is not fulfilled. Huh? Now, somebody said, must IETs be involved before one is qualified to Canada or UK? Anyway, I think this person is trying to say, do you need IETs to relocate abroad? If you are going through the study abroad pathway, you do not need it. Hello? Hello? Did you hear that? If you are going through the study abroad pathway, you do not need IETs. As a graduate from an English-speaking country who studied in English, you do not need IETs. All right? Yeah. Okay. So somebody else said, I'm looking for the next question. I appreciate if you speak on transfer by international students from another country to Canada to continue their undergraduate or postgraduate studies. We do not handle transfer students. We do not handle transfer students. Advantage Migration, we do not handle transfer students. Now, let's look at the next question. Is it so easy to relocate with your family to UK through study abroad than to Canada? Let me tell you, it is the same. Let me put it that way. It is the same because it's where you put your mind to that you will go to. Don't close your mind or use other people's story to say, it happened to Okeke like this, therefore, it will happen to me. The family that you're using as a yardstick, is their destiny the same with the destiny of your own family? No. So, decide the country you want to go to, keep an open mind and apply. That's what matters. A lot of people they get admission they've not traveled before, they get admission, they apply to Canada, they get their visa. Some other people, they apply to UK, they get their visa. So don't close your mind that one country is hard, one country is easy. Don't learn how it works, then you make your choice. Right? Okay. So someone said, can I apply to more than one school in different countries at the same time? Why not? Nobody is going to be disturbing you. Why did you apply to multiple schools? You should apply to multiple schools. Okay? All right. Okay, let's see. Next question says, I'm coming. Someone that has a BSc, will I start afresh? Because I really want to relocate to US. I got a job online in US, but unfortunately I lost it because I'm not a citizen. I was told to take blah, 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 blah. The question is, someone that has a BS, will I start afresh? No. If you have a BSc in your home country, you want to go to another country, let's say you have a BSc in Nigeria, for example. You want to come to Canada, you want to come to US, you should look for the next program, ahead of you. You don't have to start from BSc again. So if you have BSc already, you are going to be higher up, right? Not you will not start afresh. All right, good. So let's look at the next question. Someone said, I have 2-1 upper division. Basically, they have 2-1. That's second class upper. Please, what are the chances of getting scholarship to do MSc? Help me. This person is simply asking, how do they start their study abroad journey? And I'm going to refer them to our free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. So if you are here, you are asking yourself, how do I start? How do I get the scholarship? How? Once the question you have, if you notice, a lot of some other questions I may have answered on my page, they don't necessarily start with how, how. Well, some of them do, but once it is about how do I get admission, how do I get scholarship, go to our webinar first, because that question you're asking has already been answered at www.vantagemigration.ca. Attend the webinar. Once you attend the webinar, you will know all that you need. And if you have more questions, chat us inbox. We'll be very happy to respond to you. All right. Now we have another question. Somebody said, do you handle people with advanced level diploma holders? Well, we handle people with minimum of HND, that's higher national diploma, minimum. So you either have to have HND, BSc, or masters to work with us. All right. We don't have anything lower. Somebody said, somebody is asking, can a student loan be given to someone who does not have money from the beginning process to register, pay later for the students after admission into the university? I think this person is kind of trying to say, like, the question is not clear to me. So, but I will address it. If the person is asking about can they get loan to fund their bill or their school bill, the answer is yes. If they're asking, can they get loan to do the school application? Let's say school asks you to send your transcripts. Let's say you need $50,000 or $100 to send your transcript. You are asking if you can get loan for that process. Except you are getting loan, maybe some people at workplace, look at your workplace, look at your relationships, look at your friends, look at your family. That is the place to get that kind of loan from. It's not that an international body will come, they want to borrow $100. If they want to borrow, they want to borrow $10,000, $20,000. Not that, oh, you need money to pay for application. They will not give you that time. However, a part of my story, I've explained that after I got my admission was on scholarship, but I needed to apply for visa. At the time, my money ran out. I actually took, a small amount of money from a classmate, who heard me while I was complaining about the money I needed. I needed that money for medicals. I've already submitted my visa, but the embassy, Canada embassy, wrote me to go and do medicals, right? And that medicals was around, let's just say, $100. Seriously, at that point, I have exhausted my money. I didn't have it. Probably I was waiting for maybe end of month for payment or something like that. So, but a friend borrowed me that money, and I didn't give it back to him until I arrived Canada. You see? So if you are looking for loan to help you with the process, oh, I've gotten admission, I've gotten scholarship, I need flight ticket. It's hard for an international body to start giving you that kind of money. But if you call your classmates, they may have something. If you tell your pastor, he may have something. He or she may have something for you. If you tell your mom, there's a chance that there's some money she kept aside that she can help you with. If you tell your dad, the same thing. If you have senior brother, senior sister, cousin, nephew, uncles, aunties, let's go to the next phase. At your workplace, your boss may be willing to assist you. You may have, like some people, they have this thing they call cooperative. cooperative, right? Where people kind of gather money. Let's put it that way. So you can borrow money from your workplace cooperative if there's something like that. So there are options, but the point is that you have to get that money locally. You have to source it locally. There's no international body that I know of that is giving loan for such a thing. You have to source it locally. You be a man or a woman of your words. Once you relocate, whether you are relocating with loan or scholarship, collect that money, give it back to the person that gave it to you, so that they will not start regretting why they made the decision to borrow you the money. Okay. So let me see if Esther Noah about joining me on live session. So let's see if Esther is able to join. Thank you so much for staying with me. I'm going to just take some questions from, if you are here, you ask questions, I'll just flip through, take some questions. I'll also bring 1 or 2 persons live. And then we call it a day, huh? Hello, Esther. Esther. Sorry, that didn't go well. Let's see if Naya Vivian, are you there? You requested to join my live. I'm trying to bring you on. See if you can accept. Let me, while we're waiting, I can look at awesome. Hello, Vivian, how are you? What's going on today? Let's see if I can just take other questions. You can request to join my live session. Let's see. Hello, David Ivokan. Thank you for joining. So many people. Someone is asking me for age limit for education. There's no age limit. Have you ever heard anybody telling anybody that if you are 40 years, you can no longer school? If you are 50 years, you can no longer school? No. If you are 45 years, you cannot go to school. Have you heard something like that in your life before? Answer me now. Have you heard something like that in your life before? No, right? So nobody ever stops you from going for higher education. Nobody ever stops you from going for higher education. So age is not a barrier when it comes to relocation abroad through the study abroad route, which is something that is really very interesting. Okay, so age is not a barrier. Let's see. Zeki said, from Kenya, I have finished my diploma in building. Can you help me travel abroad for degree? So we handle university graduates going for postgraduate studies only. All right, we do not handle undergraduates. Let's see more questions. Somebody is asking if someone graduated with a second class lower. This is from Obiageli. If someone graduated with a 2-2, can the person do master's straight? Whether you are going to US, you can do master's straight. Whether you are going to Canada, you can do master's straight. Whether you are going to UK or any of the high income countries, you can do master's straight. All right? But sometimes when you say something like that, the person just jump out. Hey, Dr. Indata can do master's straight. Hey, just jump. That's how it works. Learn what to do. Learn how to put, because at that point, your grade is not high. So much of the emphasis will be laid on the documents you are going to submit. From the reference letter from your referee to your statement of purpose, to your CV, at least the top 3 documents they are going to be looking at. You need to tell them you're a first-class person in those documents, right? Even though your grade is saying otherwise. So don't jump out. Get trained. If you had a third class or you have a second class lower, it's like people need to get trained. You need to get trained times 2. Let me put it this way. If other people need the training 50%, you need the training times 2. That you need the training 100%, because you are going to have to go and make a case. You don't want to be armless. Like, you want to arm yourself, so that when you show up like this, gidigba, admission committee will say, yes, sir, yes, ma'am. That's what you want. That's what you want. So if you are listening to me right now, and you have a third class, and you want to go and be doing your admission like that, good luck if you want to spend the next 2 years at home. You know, if you have a second class lower, get trained. People with second class lower over and over again are getting scholarship, even more than we thought was possible. I'm telling you, even more than we thought was possible, they are getting scholarships, admission. I'm telling you. So why would you want to just carry yourself like that? Go and give admission guarantee. I get it. So I get it. Will you? Some people will make the biggest blunder by what? They will email a school, asking a school if the school will accept them, that they have to. I have this funny illustration. That I always give students. I'll say, when you have a tutu, you're like a poor man. All the guys in the house shift one side, all the ladies shift one side. Let me ask you something, and I need you to type. Hey, wait. Let's do this properly. If you're a man, type man. Let's see all the man in the house. If all the men in the house. If you're a man, type man. If you're watching me right now, you're a man. If you're watching me live on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube, I hope my team cut this part out. If you're watching on Facebook and you're a man, type man. Type man. I want to see. I'll be calling the name. So at least if I get 10 men, then I'll call the women. Then I'm going to explain to you what is happening with people with third class and people with tutu. I say, if you're a man, type man. Somebody type yes. Type man if you're a man. I don't want to assume that so-so person is a man, so-so person is not. I say type man. Some men are typing women, Jesus. Or typing woman. Type man if you're a man. Type man. I can see a lot of people. Awesome. If you're a woman, type woman. If you're a woman, type woman. Oh yeah? Quick. Type woman. So all the men, stay here. All the women, stay here. Let's talk. Something we can all relate to. And please, I need you to participate with your fingers, okay? You have to type. Have you seen any woman before that you are gisting with her? If you're a woman or a man, it does not matter. If you're a woman, have you seen any woman before? If you're a man, have you seen any woman before? So the question applies to anybody. Have you seen any woman before that will tell you, you say, what are you looking for in the man you want to marry? You will not say, the man must be poor. Did you hear me? Have you seen any woman before in her life that you asked, what are you looking for in the man you want to marry? You will not say, yeah, so many things, he must be this, he must be poor. Have you seen? Answer me now. Yes, I have seen. No, I have not seen. Have you seen any woman who tell you that that she's not ready to, that she wants to marry a poor man? No. Answer is no. There's no woman that is going to tell you that. Next question. Have you seen a poor man? No. Have you seen a woman who married a poor man before? How many times have you seen? 1 time, 2 times, several times? Have you seen a woman who married a poor man before? I know the answers are coming and they can be mixed up. I believe the answers that are flowing on the screen now answers of the first one that I saw, right? Have you seen a woman who has married a poor man before? Yes. Women marry poor men all the time. Women marry poor men all the time. But no woman ever comes out telling you the man must be tall, he must be poor, no. What does this tell you? Women will never tell you they want to marry a poor man, but they marry poor men all the time. Withdraw. Schools will never tell you they want people with third class or tutu, but they admit people with third class or tutu all the time. All the time. Schools will never tell you that they want people with third class or tutu, but they admit people with third class or tutu all the time. The same way, women will never tell you what. You never ask a woman, what do you want in a man? If you say he must be tall, he must be handsome, he must be poor. A woman will never add poverty to that list. However, women marry poor men all the time. Now, for the guys, if you are a man and you are poor, what do you do to a lady? Guys, they laugh. They go, see them laughing. They'll be like, Dr. Linda, you want to leak our secrets. And then, even the person that say, as for me, I cannot marry poor man, forget it. Poor man will show up for your door. You go say yes. You don't even know that some of the poor men are the very romantic type. You don't even know. See this one. Don't talk. 5 years down the line now, you know go fit talk when you talk again. I'm telling you. Forget that. That is youthful exuberance. I'm telling you. The same thing. No woman will ever tell you that she will marry a poor man. I don't expect you to tell me you will marry a poor man. But women marry poor men all the time. Look at your neighbor. Check your neighbors. Check your church. You probably went to church today, or you went to mosques. How many of the men there, or how many of the women there married poor, rich men? You know what I mean? Schools will never tell you that they will marry, that they will admit third class or two people, but they do that all the time. So I was asking you an essential question, right? Which is that, what do you think a poor man will do when he finds a lady he wants to marry? Knowing fully well, even men, don't think that it's only women. Men know that women don't want to marry poor men. Men, they know, right? They know. So, what do you think happens? What do you think? Now, what usually happens is that when a man sees a lady that he likes, he knows he doesn't have money. He will not. The man will almost never come and be telling you, "Yeah, no get money." Oh. Even that one not be correct poor man. Poor man when they say he's saying poor. That one poor man. That one is the poor man, and that one not be correct poor man. You get correct poor man will tell you. Even some people that will be telling you I'm poor, they're even trying to cover up so that you will not say yes, because you will not say yes because he or she is rich, right? They're trying to cover up. If a man is poor, what will he do? That your brother is poor, he wants to get married. Your cousin is poor, he wants to get married. What will you tell him to do? He never marry because he's not rich. When a poor man comes to you, the only one, wouldn't you be happy? This guy poor, but English na sweet. He speak like he speak like classy guy. Number one. He should be romantic. Number two, he should be talking well. Number three, he should have vision. Right? When you see a poor guy, he talks well, he dresses well, he has vision, he does it. You wait up say you go marry poor man before the girls, the ladies are at the house. Now you go there tell her and say, bros, look my side. I know say you don't get money now. Don't worry, Jesus go do it. You don't get that. So when a poor man shows up, you have to show up, in fact, extra. Imagine somebody, he dressed anyhow, so he's here in clothes, you know, come to you, say, I'm poor. His clothes is dirty, this, that, smelling. You never bath 1 week. Is that one poverty too? You'll be like, I know you don't have money, but why is your house this scattered? Why are you smelling? Why are you wearing rubbish clothes? Must your clothes be torn? Put dirt on that trouser. You know what I mean? So, bring this whole story down. You have third class, you have tutu. There's nothing you can do about it. You're not going back to school. But what you can do about it is to make sure that all the other things you have control over, your CV, your personal statement, all those things, they have to be top notch. All right? They have to be top notch. So that is what we teach you at Vantage Migration. How to present yourself before the admission committee, so that when they see you, they will shout, wow. That's it. That's the effect. If your CV, your personal say, all these are not creating that wow effect, you have a long way to go. You need to get trained. Full stop. Full stop. You need to get trained. So, if you have first class, you have 2-1, which is second class upper, you still need to get trained because grade is not the only thing. But if you have second class lower and you have third class, don't see it like training is compulsory for you because you cannot afford to go and mess yourself up. All right? So, and if you're thinking of how to get started, go to our website for the free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. www.vantagemigration.ca. Go there. That's the way to get started. All right? Again, my name is Dr. Linda Iheme. I'm an educational consultant with Vantage Migration. Myself and my team, we train graduates who are relocating abroad through the study abroad route, how to do it successfully by teaching them how to get admission, scholarships, study loan, and every other thing they need in order to successfully relocate abroad. So, thank you so much for coming for my session. Till I see you again. And if you have questions for me, feel free, chat me inbox. Chat me inbox on any of my social media handle. Preferably, chat me inbox on Instagram. Why? Because it's a verified page at Dr. Linda Iheme, DRLINDAIHEME. Chat me inbox if you have questions. But check the link on the description of this video. Check it. www.vantagemigration.ca. Check it, attend the webinar, then you can chat us inbox, okay?